Whenever you're watching this, everybody. I'm Professor Ben McKinnon. I'm going to be your instructor for Math 161 this semester. This is a 12-week course starting September 13th, 2021, and it'll be running up through December 10th, the final exam due date of December 9th. So what I'm going to do is go through the syllabus and explain some of the meat and potatoes of the course policies. There's not a whole lot of moving parts to the course, but I think it's good to familiarize yourselves with what exactly it is we'll be doing in the course. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so course materials for this class. The biggest thing I want to highlight here is you are going to need a legal calculator. The TI-30XIIS is a slam dunk. It's got exponential capabilities, but more importantly, it does not have a graphing capability. If your calculator can graph, it is definitely illegal. If you have questions about what type of calculator you're going to be allowed to use on tests, please reach out to me, send me a picture of what it is you've got, and I can speak to it with conviction there. Now, when it says a webcam for taking tests, that's only going to be if the campus shuts down in its entirety. So as of right now, you will be taking your tests in the testing sites. There's one in Midlothian, there's one in Chester. I'll talk about that when I get there. But don't freak out if you see things like, a webcam for taking tests or anything virtual. That's just in case things shut down. Okay. Now, textbook is free. Let me go ahead and turn off the annotations there. The textbook is free, and I've got the link posted in the syllabus and on the Getting Started page. I also have the readings posted in the modules. If you have any questions about the textbook, please let me know. But there are paper copies you can get through the website. So if you want to get an actual paper copy to hold it with your hands, then certainly make sure that you order it through Lulu, which is on the link for that is on the textbook website. Now, schedule is going to be posted in Getting Started. That schedule is subject to change. The reason it's not on the syllabus is so that I can change it if I need to. Generally speaking, anytime I make a change to the calendar, it is in favor of the student. I'm very seldom scooting deadlines up. The biggest thing is to give myself some flexibility in case things change, as they tend to. This course has tests and homework. That's it. In the way of your final exam will replace your lowest test grade if each of the following criterion are met. First, your homework grade has to surpass a 70%. This is the notion of the final exam replacing a lowest test grade. That is a privilege. In order to earn that privilege, you have to have a homework average surpassing a 70%. Your final exam grade has to be higher than your lowest test grade, which makes sense because otherwise I would be punishing you twice for a bad final exam performance. That would be a bummer. And if your lowest test grade isn't the result of an academic dishonesty, it can be replaced. Okay. Final exam dates run from the 6th to the 9th in the testing center. I'll talk a little bit more about the testing center, but if you are feeling uncomfortable hearing that by virtue of the fact like you don't ever want to be on campus proper, I completely understand that. There is a Zoom testing site, which is through the same testing site that we have on campus. So you won't have to ever come to campus, which is great. But if you'd like to, then that's an option as well. All right, now let's talk about the grading. Ultimately, I'm going to leave this for you all to peruse, but you get 2 grades. You're going to have a 70-30, 70% tests, 30% homework, and 95-5, 95% tests, 5% homework. The bigger of those 2 grades is what I will use as your final grade. The grade you're going to see in Canvas throughout the semester is the 70-30 grade. Canvas, for whatever reason, can't seem to wrap its head around 2 weighted total grades being displayed. I want you to read through the cases of these student grades. There is one kind of nuance that I want to talk about regarding test 3. And it's kind of important. Your test 3 is going to have a project portion and an in-class portion. Your final exam can only replace the in-class portion. the grade. So just keep that in mind. So that's one really important thing I want to draw out about testing. There is homework extra credit. I've set up help threads. I want you to read through kind of like the particulars of the policy, but the idea is if you help somebody in the class with something that is content focused, and you help them in like your own way with your own words, whatever the case may be, you will get a 10% boost to that particular homework assignment's grade. So that can be really, really helpful. Okay. Now, test administration. So testing is going to be done face to face through the testing site. I use air quotes by virtue of the fact that we do have a Zoom option as well. But ultimately, you know, it's going to be through the testing site. So what you're going to really want to do is take a look at the calendar and block off particular times for when you'll be able to take your tests. I'll send an email out and have an announcement on Canvas to let you know when you're capable of scheduling the test. I'll have it up the first test. I'll have it up really, really soon so that you can schedule with your work if that's something you need to do. The test scheduling website is posted. Okay, it's already there. Virtual testing, in the case of an emergency, I want you to read over that if that's something that you need. But generally speaking, it's got to be done in an emergency pre-planned way in advance type scenario. And just reach out to me if you're having any of those issues, but it's very unlikely that it'll be granted. For attendance and participation, this is important. So I know that the homework isn't due until the first test is collected up, which is going to be around the 10th of October, unless things change. But each week you need to complete particular assignments up to 50% in order to be marked present for that week. You are allowed 4 absences. After 4 absences, I have to withdraw you from the course. If you have absences for the first week and a half, almost 2 weeks of the course, then that's going to be a drop. You'll be dropped from the course. But you need to subscribe to the attendance policy. Each week I'll be posting announcements, and it'll be in the overview pages, what assignments exactly are needed for attendance. Make sure that you familiarize yourself with that. I would definitely watch the course navigation video to make you aware of that. Okay. This lockdown browser section of the syllabus, we will only address that if things shut down. So for right now, let's just go ahead and leave that alone. Okay, there's my face. Sorry, should have done like a content warning there. All right, now for the course-specific policies, course withdrawal policy, I want you to peruse that. Generally speaking, if you're going to be active and involved in the course, this isn't going to have anything to do with you. I want you to take a look at the email, Canvas, academic dishonesty, student conduct, and very importantly, the diversity statement for this course, just to make sure that you are completely on track with everything. But in general, those are the big course policies. I hope that this has been really, really helpful.